Hello and welcome back to part 4 at our look at the VS20. In this section we look at how to use the VS20 inside a more complex DAW such as Sonar X1 and see how using it as our DAW controller we can write automation and control our tracks much easier than before. First, let's look at how to set up the VS20 to enable us to use it inside Sonar X1. Once you have all your inputs and outputs connected to the hardware itself, and installed all the necessary software, the next thing we need to do is go inside Sonar's preferences. If you are planning on using the VS20 as your audio source, you need to make sure the in VS20 and out VS20 are selected inside the audio tab under devices. Next, we need to make sure our VS20 is being used to record and play back our audio inside Sonar. So we must select the VS20 inside the driver settings. Now that we have our VS controlling the sound, the next step is to tell Sonar to let the VS20 control the DAW itself. To do this, we must first add the relative MIDI input and outputs inside MIDI devices. Make sure to click Apply. Next, we need to add the V Studio 20 as our control surface. So under the Control Surfaces section in the MIDI tab, click the button that looks like a star to add a new device. Under Controller Surface, select VS20. In the Input port, select VS20 DAW Control, and in the Output port, also select the VS20 DAW Control. Click OK to apply these changes. Your new control surface will be added to the list, and you should now be up and running. The same basic functions apply when using it inside Sonar as they did inside guitar tracks. The same basic functions apply when using it inside Sonar as they did inside guitar tracks. The track group select buttons jump through your tracks in groups of 8. Pressing the numbered button under each track will arm that track ready for recording. The transport controls obviously work the play, stop, record functions as well as fast forward, rewind, and jump to the start of the project. As with guitar tracks, the knobs at the top right will also control the DAW and what you hear. The MIDI backing is a knob specific to guitar tracks, and I haven't found a native use for it inside Sonar. That's not to say, however, you couldn't train it to control something using the ACT feature. The DAW output knob will affect the global volume of the DAW you are working with. The direct monitor will increase the monitored volume of the chosen input selected without affecting its recorded volume. And finally, the overall output level knob. This too will not affect the recording volume of any inputs. Experiment getting used to controlling the tracks with the VS20. When a DAW control surface is added, it will create a vertical coloured line down the outside of your tracks. This displays the tracks currently under the V Studio control. As you cycle through the track groups, this line will move, showing you the next tracks that are now controllable. You will also notice a number inside the coloured line. This is showing you which fader is currently controlling this track. The faders will automatically control the volume of your selected tracks, but we can also use them to write effects automations, giving us much more control over our sound than before. Wherever you find the W button is where you will find the ability to write an automation. Press the W button to initiate automation mode on your chosen effect, and when you are ready, press play to start writing. And let's not forget that we also get to choose from over 40 genuine boss effects, and when you add them to a DAW such as Sonar X1, we can truly start to create industry standard, radio ready music in no time at all. The VS20 offers so much in one package: 24-bit sound, zero latency for accurate recording, guitar track software for professional on the road or at home recording, and finally, the precision you will only find from a V Studio, a 36-track DAW controller. I'm Pippin Henderson, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.